You know, I've had the good fortune to work with Envision Strategies numerous times over the last 20 some odd years. I've known Rob White for quite a long time. So they've helped me with a couple different projects. They've helped me from business development type of programming to look at our whole operations at Oklahoma State. We've helped them work with us on a building project, helping us do some initial food service programming. And have even helped us with our looking at our whole management structure and operation and how we could better structure that and to make some changes and modifications there. So I've used them an awful lot on a whole bunch of different varieties.
We were looking to do the biggest RFP process that we had ever done before. We had gone through a number of RFPs for other services, but dining services for us is the most important thing that we do within my operation. And we had a number of sticky issues to deal with, so we knew it was going to be a complicated process. And we found Envision through recommendations of colleagues that I knew and respected, and decided to go with Envision.
The issue that we were experiencing is that we have a lot of aging facilities at RIT, and we wanted to create a strategic plan to get there. So just the nature of the situation right here, right now in college university dining is that we have so many different things going on. We don't have the time to really focus on creating a strategic plan. So I elicited Envision to be able to help us with that.
You know, I think probably the one thing that I've used them the most for is in the business development side. Within our food operations at Oklahoma State, we're kind of unique. We're an all declining balanced food operation, and we basically run 32 restaurants, which is different than most college restaurants. So we really go out and have 32 restaurants that we run, that students use and have meal plans. So we have to have a very well-defined business model that works inside of all of that, between the facilities, the operation, the management, all of that. So we've had to move some facilities around on campus and to put some business enterprises into play in different locations. So you have to make really good decisions about that when you're running restaurants.
Again, they helped us by having a steady and knowledgeable hand. You know, we had students, faculty members, employees who had really strong and maybe self-interested positions on the direction that we were taking. And I was able, with Rob's help, to keep everybody sort of playing in the same ball field and keep the process on track and very methodical.
The first things first is you helped me focus and my team, and also taking a lot of the work away from us that we weren't really as skilled to do, that Envision does have with a lot of hospitality experience and know-how and building those relationships with our campus community. That was very important for us, that not only dining services, but areas like admissions, areas like our finance and auxiliary services, all those people's voices were heard in helping us create the strategic plan.
They came in and worked with us an awful lot to figure out where we had a facility that we were going to have to move out of, where did we need to place a new facility, how many concepts should we be putting up in that general area, how many were too many, how many were not enough, what was our overall mix, you know, kind of the zone of the campus where all of our restaurants were. Did we need to put another burger place up there when we already had another burger place? So they went through a whole analysis on helping us look at all of that, what kind of facility we would need to put up there, what would be the volume and the dollar amount that we would need to be able to sustain that facility, and then just helping us look at how we would balance everything out on campus. So a very unique challenge, but one they did an incredible job of giving us back the input and the information we needed.
From minutia about college food service that I wasn't aware of because my finger was on the pulse of what was going on in the nation, to the various types of meal plans that were out there as well, how the best way to go through the process of RFP, contract, and then implementation. We learned a lot.
You added value by giving me metrics, not only from surveys and focus groups, but also giving tangible options of how we could really move along that strategic plan, not just with a meal plan, but also with renovation schedules, different types of services that are available, and just really making us think a little more outside the box than we would have originally.
You know, there's always something we find out during an engagement that we probably didn't know, and I think that speaks really well of the Envision family is that a lot of times they put the hard truths on the table for you. And people in my job, that's something that you value because you don't always get that from the people that you're around. So a lot of times they'll come in and they will confront you with some hard truths that you really need to address and to improve the situation. More importantly, they're an industry leader. When you go out and you talk to my colleagues and my counterparts, Envision Strategy is that group that often comes up as the group that you need to be working with if you're doing this kind of analysis and this kind of work. They're very capable. They are industry leaders. They have a depth of knowledge and information that they come and bring to bear. And they just have good people working for them, people you want to work with and people you want to be affiliated with.
To be honest, I'm a very people person. So when I actually met multiple people from Envision, the vibe that I was getting from them was unbelievable. And that was the first thing that drew me. And then finding out more information about their experience in hospitality in so many aspects, whether it be marketing, operations, and even financial budgeting and capital planning was very important for me.
Well, Rob in particular was a really steady and knowledgeable hand. There were a lot of emotions running through and a lot of strong opinions on campus, and he was able to come to our board meetings and give us a true lay of the land in terms of college food service and what the options were available, and then help us go through a very methodical process of vetting all the potential vendors.
Like I say, just a great group of people. They take their work very seriously. They understand what we do on our college campuses and its value to building community and to making sure that we have an engaging food operation that supports student success. And their friends and their family. These are the people that I see and keep in contact with, and so I've built long-time relationships with them as well too. So good people, good company, and they know what they're doing.
From a meeting with the focus groups to the surveys to looking at our traffic patterns in our operations, it was very, very comprehensive. So I was thoroughly impressed and didn't realize that I would get everything that I got and my team members.
We chose Envision because of their reputation. I had reached out to a number of my colleagues and they said very strong things about the company. And when they came to campus to pitch for us, they made it very easy to choose them.